This is just one of the ways that a narcissist will reveal themselves to you at a bar. It's never about how much they tipped. It's the intent behind the tip. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So say you had a guy come in, and the first time that he came in, it was kind of slow. So you sat there and you laughed and you cracked jokes, maybe even flirted a little bit, gave him a whole lot of attention because you were bored. And he tips you $20 on like 2 drinks. And you're like, heck yeah, that was awesome. So the next time he comes in, you remember him. But maybe it's a little bit busier this time, so you don't give him as much attention. You're still nice and polite and you still give him good service. You just don't give him as much attention. Then when he closes out, that time he'll like be really cold feeling and you'll be like, well, have a great day. And they just won't make eye contact with you. And then they leave you like $2 that time. And you're like, did I do something wrong? Like the guy got good service, like, huh? So then it makes you questioning yourself. So the next time that he comes in, you overdo it, right? So you smile real big and you're, oh, hey, how you doing? You laugh real hard at his jokes. You feed his ego. So then all of a sudden the $20 tip is back. He has trained you. You have become his little puppet. That guy was not tipping you for your service. He was tipping you to manipulate and control you. You see, narcissists, when they tip, it's not about generosity. It's about power. He was tipping you to reward the version of you that fed his ego the most. They don't just want to be liked. They want to know that they can change you, that they can control your energy. And it can be very draining. Like when they walk in, you're like, oh my God. And when they close out, you're like, oh, thank God. But you have to perform the entire time that they're there. If you ever pull back your energy from a narcissist like that, they will punish you by either leaving you no tip or barely tipping you. Not all narcissists do this to their bartenders. Maybe they feel like the bartender isn't worth controlling, or they're working on controlling somebody that's next to them. Maybe their date, maybe a friend, maybe just some random victim that's sitting next to them at the bar. Or if you're too confident and you won't play their game, they will protect their ego from like rejection and just keep it real surface level with you or avoid you altogether. Every day I get on this app and I show up, I post. And every day I see somebody saying, the downfall is epic. Oh, the fall off is so fun to watch. Why are you still here? And you'd think that I'd be embarrassed to still post. But I gotta tell you guys something about my personality. The reason that I am where I am on TikTok is because my ex-husband told me that I couldn't do it. He laughed in my face when I told him that one day TikTok would pay our bills. I had 50 followers that day. And I used to block people that left those comments on my page, but I stopped because the haters pay my bills too. They watched my video and left a comment. That's engagement. Thank you. I'm trying to get into my I don't care era because the bigger creators out here that are successful, they get a lot of hate, but they just don't read the comments. I don't even know if they know, to be honest. I'm like, dang, how do you not know? I wish I could just care less. And I'm working on it, all right? I'm trying. But tell me to stop posting. Guess what? I'm gonna post more. So that's what this video is. Okay, so let's recap. Wade and I went to a swingers event at this hotel. We met and hooked up with this couple named Ryan and Lacey. Turns out Ryan has an identical brother named Brian who Lacey is actually married to. So we had a good time. I texted Lacey weeks later, wanted to hook up again. She said yes, she invited Wade and I to Brian, her actual husband's house with her. I found out that Lacey was actually married to Brian and that Brian was pretending to be Ryan from the party that I've already hooked up with because he didn't know this trick that I had taught him the last time we hooked up. So what did you do when you found out that it was the identical twin? I stopped and went and turned the lights on and I called him out. I bet they denied it, didn't they? Actually, no, they just laughed and said that it was no big deal, that they do it all the time. Wait, Jess, are you drunk already? Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't drink much, so, and this is like my 4th one. Of course I'm drunk. So what did you do? Did you keep going or what? No, I was appalled because if it was no big deal, why not just be up front and tell us? Please tell me that you actually said that. Oh, I did, because I was mad. turns out Ryan's wife is wanting to be monogamous. So this was his way of getting the best of both worlds. The wife deserves to know. Her husband's just out. Did you tell the wife? No. Not my circus, not my monkeys. But Wade did have a few choice words for them before we left, and we haven't spoken to him since. Here's a question, Pearl. You ever worry about getting pregnant? Well, I did one time. I was switching birth controls, and because they quit making the one that I was on, I thought I'd be fine. But yeah, I did. I got pregnant. Did you know whose it was? Well, we knew it wasn't Wade's because of the vasectomy, but we'd only been with one other couple during the time that I would have gotten pregnant. So yeah, we knew who it was. Well, we obviously know that you don't have kids and you don't want kids and you're hopefully not pregnant because we've been drinking. So what did you do? What happened? Well, I told Wade first, obviously, and he said he supported whatever decision that I wanted to make. But when I told the father, he confessed his love for me and wanted to leave his wife for me. He started to build this whole life for us together in his head. I could not keep that baby. I had to get rid of it. You had an abortion? Wait, how? Isn't that illegal in Texas? Yes. Wade drove me to New Mexico where you can do it and it is legal. It was only like a 3.5-hour drive there. So we did it in one day. I could never. You'll be thinking about that for the rest of your life. Don't you regret doing it? No. I like my life. I'm way too selfish to have kids. Can you imagine me raising a baby right now? No thanks. Michelle, have you ever had one? Because, Jess, we obviously know where you stand on it. No judgment. No, I've never had one, but there was a time in my life that if I had gotten pregnant, I would have done that. But when I got saved, when I was 21 years old, I decided from that point on that I would never get one. But I still think that we should all have a choice. I believe that God gave us free will for a reason, and so we should be able to make that choice for ourselves without the government having any say in that decision. So long story short, I'm pro-choice, but I wouldn't choose to ever do that at this point in my life. There are other options. You could have given it up for adoption. People love to throw out abortion as one of the solutions, but have you seen the system? It's overflowing. If the world was ready to love every baby, we wouldn't have hundreds of thousands of kids going from broken home to broken home. Well, I know the system is not perfect, but I believe even a broken life is worth something. Like, I don't think it's wrong for you to feel the way that you do, but I just think life deserves a chance, even if the world isn't ready for it. You know what? Something I think that's beautiful about the world is that we don't all agree and we don't all believe the same things. But what I think is beautiful about our friendship right now is that we can all sit together and respectfully have different views and talk about it. So cheers to surviving what tried to break us and letting other people believe whatever they want. I like that, Michelle. Cheers to that. Cheers, Jess. Cheers. You know, I love you guys, but I'm about done. I gotta go to night. And we love you too. I just believe life deserves a... Why did I sound like Pearl? Laugh. But laugh. I believe that even a broken love, please he. Hey, I'll do a whiskey Coke and whatever she wants. What you getting, babe? I'll do a vodka soda, please. There you go. Did you want to start a tab? Thank you, sweetheart. I just have to say, you have some beautiful eyes. You can keep it open. Do you typically flirt with people in front of your girlfriend? Wow. I can't even give you a compliment. I was just trying to be nice. Really? Because I was married to a narcissist for years that used to do shit like this to see how I reacted so he could clock me and manipulate and control me. Oh, he's always like that. You should see him at the grocery store. He loves complimenting women and making them feel good about themselves. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Nothing, baby. Clearly you aren't a girl's girl because my man is trying to compliment you and I don't have a problem with it. So he's not the problem here. Oh, you didn't know he was a narcissist yet. You sure you want me to leave this open? Close it out. Baby, we don't need this negative energy in our lives. Don't leave me any money in the tip line. When you leave him, come back and see me. Me knowing that you got out alive will be tip enough. And that's why I love you, baby. Because you don't get jealous like other girls do. This is how I know my views are being suppressed on TikTok, and I don't even care about who sees this video. I'm just gonna put it out there just because I know other people are probably searching for it. So on TikTok, I have 5.1 million followers. On YouTube, I have 991,000 subscribers, so I'm not even at a million yet. We are gonna focus on the videos that are under 3 minutes long. So on YouTube, those would be considered a short. That one and that one are over 3 minutes. This one's over 3 minutes. We're not gonna focus on those because those are videos. So you would have to specifically search those or go to my profile to watch them. YouTube doesn't push videos over 3 minutes out to other people necessarily unless they were searching for something similar to it before that. 70,000 views on YouTube where it's harder to get views.